2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon Car Review. The good points of 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon: 840 horses for $86,000. Need we say more? The bad points of 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon: built for very short drives. We're referring to the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. Most of its steamy details were divulged over the 12-week rollout prior to the New York Auto Show the 2009 April. But to recap, Demons appear the assembly line sporting a wide body kit, a drag strip-tuned adaptive suspension, as well as an engine which makes 808 horsepower. This supercharged 6.2-liter V8 is surely an evolution from the Hellcat's 707 pony Hemi, though with beefed-up internals plus a larger, 2.7-liter rotary screw blower-up from 2.4 liters from supplier iHit, tuned to generate 14.5 pounds of boost. The car turns on 4 drag radials, however the 8-speed ZF8 horsepower automatic turns the rear wheels. Speaking of transmissions, this blog features the initial transmission brake with a production car, more on that in the bit, as well being a few other drag racing tricks. Out on the grate. After plunking down $86,090, buyers can fit a number of extra bits on their own Demons to obtain the power figure around 840 horsepower when burning 100-octane gasoline. All the add-ons, including skinny front wheels, can be found for just $1 together with what Dodge calls the Demon Crate. It's not just a GT350R or maybe a Wunla, declared Tim Kuniskis, head in the Dodge, SRT, Chrysler, and Fiat passenger car brands in North America. No kidding. This is a car manufactured to run 1,320 feet at the same time. But you can legally drive it to your strip and back, too. Unfortunately, we'd not be driving one particular inch on public roads. We drove the Demon exactly 19,641 feet, or 3.7 miles, during making 3 passes at Lucas Oil Raceway. Such an accurate distance is famous because we brought along a box data logger with the aspiration of getting an even better idea of the best way quick the Demon is. But with such little exposure, we couldn't clock a period we feel comfortable publicizing. It isn't that individuals don't believe SRTs are convinced that a Demon ran a 9.65-second quarter mile. It's just we believe those circumstances were beyond your typical conditions a weekend warrior would to cover. You know, just like a perfectly prepared launch box cruising level plus a warm track but cool and dry ambient air, as well as being a little bit of luck. We test in street conditions. When we do go around to formally testing a Demon, it will stop quite as quick as that. We expect the vehicle to run a quarter mile from the low 10-second range. Knock off several tenths if it's fitted while using skinny front wheels and tires and is particularly running on 100-octane fuel. The 0 to 60 mph time will probably be darn near to pipping the Porsche 918 Spider's 2.2-second record. Get watchy, get set, before they cut us loose within the strip. SRT engineers walked us from the arduous process to getting the Demon watchy for any pass. A graph within the central touchscreen can let you know when the engine is cool enough on an optimal pass. The after-run chiller circulates coolant after shutdown in order that it can continue cooling when parked. With thermal criteria satisfied, get the automobile into drag mode by double-tapping the SRT mode button, then pressing the high output button to have the full 840 horses if you're running highest fuel. Drag mode disables the cabin AC, routing its cooling power towards the SRT power chiller, a machine that can drop the intake temperature by up to 18 degrees by cooling the liquid inside the liquid-to-air intercooler circuit. What happens next would be the vehicular same as a Mortal Kombat finishing move. Hit the many right buttons inside right sequence, and you'll destroy all the production cars. Get it wrong and your vehicle just style of shakes somewhat and barely moves. Creep as much as the burnout box and activate line lock to accomplish a 4 to 5 second burnout. This involves holding the OK button for the left side with the steering wheel. Roll as much as the staging lights and watch the trans brake, and that is always active, and available only in drag mode. Its engagement requires each of your feet and the hands. Mash the brake pedal along with your left foot, and pull and hold both shifter paddles. To remove any lash inside the driveline and preload the drive shaft and trans with torque, inch as much as the line a little bit while still holding the brakes. Then release one on the paddles as well as the brake pedal. Now the transmission is essentially in second and third gears simultaneously and the automobile will not move until you rev past 2,350 revolutions per minute, the machine limit. Easier said than done. That has a light switch throttle. At now the trans brake remains to be engaged, and also the only thing holding the vehicle in place is just one of your hands, an odd feeling. The exhaust note is odd here, too. SRT calls it torque reserve, yet it is effectively a two-step ignition. Think of it as an anti-lag system, only it is happening around the intake side but not downstream inside exhaust. With the demon set and the same in principle as up, down, left, right, B, entered. Torque reserve injects fuel into some cylinders but keeps all of the valves moving. It's essentially cylinder deactivation, permitting the supercharger to make maximum boost with no engine making maximum power. Go. Hold the revs at about 1,700 revolutions per minute and simultaneously let go on the paddle and bury the accelerator. The first launch is downright shocking. If you want to simulate the impression of a 1.80 grams launch, the peak acceleration that Dodge claims, have a pal punch you square inside sternum a quick before you jump off a building. This car hits tough out on the whole, and although gravity gets you only somewhat more than halfway 180 grams, the sensation are going to be close enough. It is straightforward either to bog the engine or illuminate the rear tires. Both scenarios are suboptimal. Get it right, which we didn't achieve within our 3 turns when driving, and also the demon will lift its front tires up and running for a couple of feet. 4 days gone by 6 months, we've been eagerly awaiting the chance to drive this car. We are going to have to wait somewhat while longer to have the full experience. We can say this beyond doubt, though, even if you trailer this car with a drag strip, it won't disappoint.